Hi everyone, it's Tracy here with Dynamite Diamond Painting and Dynamite Diamond Shop. Um, Today I just want to talk about Wacky Tacky. So this is the wax that you can get in my shop. It comes in a bar. I think it's about a half an ounce bar. This is a second. The other ones are a little bit deeper. So, but it comes in either the bar form or it comes in a cover minder container that has the magnet on the bottom. And so I've had a lot of questions on how to properly use the wax. Does it work for ABs? Does it work for crystals and special drills? Um, anyway, so I just wanted to do a short video on using this wax. So I have a pen from my shop. I have a 10 placer curved from my shop and also a single placer. And you can see there's no wax in these at this time. So I'm going to show you the proper way to put Wacky Tacky in your pen. So a lot of the soft waxes or semi-soft waxes, you can just stab it or push it straight in and pull it out, and then you have your pen. It does not work with this. You don't get a good pack, and it's not going to lift your drills right. So the proper way to do this is to just take it and scrape the edge of your tip at an angle and kind of scrape a little bit up, and then I like to get it and then turn it and go back on it, and it kind of puts it into your tip. And then I like to press it with my finger, get it good and packed in, and then do it one more time, and then just make sure that it's nice and packed in there. Then I just kind of rub my hand around it, and there you see it's nice and packed. If you want, you can like push it on a hard surface. Make sure you've got it packed in there. But that's how you load the single placer tips. On a curved tip or a multi-placer tip in general, if you're doing a curved tip, a flat tip, or a metal tip, I recommend loading it the way I'm going to show you. The curved tip and the flat tip can snap right here as you're loading. If you don't load it properly, the metal tips can bend. So even though you hope they wouldn't. So instead of going like this to load it, or sorry, this is the way I showed you with the other one. And I don't recommend doing it that way because you put too much pressure along that shaft area. So I like to hold the placer between my thumb and forefinger and use it, or just take the wax and scrape it along the edge, all along the edge of your multi-placer. I recommend this from 3 all the way up to 16 because I don't want you breaking those multi-placers. You can see it's kind of packed in there, but what I do is after I get it along first, I'll take my finger and I'll just really push it in, make sure it's packed in there. After the first time that you get that good pack down the wax channel, you don't have to pack it so hard again. Another way, you can take the end of your tweezers and just push it to get it nice and solid. And then I go across it one more time to make sure that I get enough wax all the way through that channel. Then I'll push it in there again, nice and tight. And then I'll take my fingernail and run across there. You'll see I got just a little bit of wax came out across that top, and you can wipe the sides down. If you don't want to use your fingernails or don't have fingernails, you can use the end of your tweezers, especially if it's a tiny bit curved. That creates just a little bit of a concave bit in there for your drills to start to take hold. So now that you've got a really nice pack in there, you should be able to start diamond painting. So you may have a little bit of debris. I keep a container next to me that I can put this in, and I reuse it. The more you use it and play with it, the more flexible it's going to get, the more pliable, and it's easier to put in your pens later. But you don't have to do that. That's entirely up to you. So to start with, I just have a blank canvas that you can get like at Hobby Lobby, Joann's, or your local craft stores. And this one is poured glue. I think it's meant for squares, but I'm using rounds. So you just this is a regular drill, just a regular standard drill. And I spilled because I'm not paying attention. So anyway, when you have your wax loaded, you can just go ahead and, I know the camera angle is not great. Your first couple of drills that you place may have a small residue on. If they do, that can be easily brushed off with a fine brush or a cloth when you're done, and it'll help polish them up. So, but after you've placed a couple, then you've got a nice good solid wax. When I'm diamond painting, I might replace my wax every, I don't know, 15 minutes. Not very often. So, and I know I'm not doing this straight. I'm just trying to place them down so you can kind of get an idea. So that's the single placer with Wacky Tacky, and then the multi-placer. So I've loaded up 10 drills in there. And then as I go to release, you'll see I didn't release all of them. Now that is just a product of it being super sticky on your first run. So if you don't like that, you can kind of dull up the wax a little with your fingers, or after your first one, you should be able to go back in and have them lining up, and that way I didn't lose any drills. And that one I lost one. So anyway, you can see how it starts to, as it's a little gummed up or a little dulled up, you're going to work better and better. Some of it has to do with how sticky your canvas is. Some of it has to do if you're a really hard press. I tend to be, but you don't have to be with this. This works really great for if you're not a hard presser. You can go pretty light. So it looks like I've still got one area that's a little high. And so what I'll do is I'll just take my tweezers and kind of push it in a little bit more, and then, run them in. Then we'll try that again. And they seem to be doing better now. So this is, oh, that one didn't load great. That's user error. So that is the standard, just a standard regular drill with no special finishes. So I'm going to go ahead and pour this back, and then I'm going to do the crystal drill. So I'm never very clean when I do videos. You guys should, if you've watched my videos, you might see that I get kind of distracted. And then this is a crystal drill. I think this was a star or crystal drill. So these ones, I don't know if you're familiar with them or not. This is, it's got a silver backing on a crystal drill, and so it looks almost like glass or crystal. So these ones I have a hard time picking up with a regular pen with regular wax, but this is how they work with the Wacky Tacky. I don't have any issues picking them up with Wacky Tacky. After my first crystal canvas that I did, I swore I wasn't going to do another one because I had so much issues picking up drills. But then I did another one and I still had the same issues. However, once I got the Wacky Tacky, I really started to enjoy doing crystal because it's so much easier to pick the drills up. So there's a little bit of issue right there. And it could be because the wax is new. It could be because I'm pressing too hard. Could be because I'm trying to hurry. But like before, without Wacky Tacky, I could only do three drills tops on a multi-placer before I started having a lot of issues. So, and the one placer, that just gave me such stress that I just did not want to keep doing it. So I'm doing a lot better. Now, some of the problem with crystal drills is that the quality is not as consistent as quality with your regular resin drills and things. You get a lot of concave bottoms. So as far as crystal drills, I do like Wacky Tacky better than a standard wax, way better than a pink wax. You can use wax pencils on the special drills too, but I don't like the wax pencils as much because they don't give you as much precision for as long. You have to keep them really sharp. So now I'm going to an AB drill. Now this is the one that I have a lot of people are saying they're having troubles with AB drills and asking if the wax will work for AB. So this is a 134 AB from Diamond Art Club. You can see it's got that iridescent shine on it, making it the AB. That coating often comes off in wax or makes it harder to pick up the drills and or place them down. So now this is the wax that I haven't added anything to yet since we filled it. And this is on our AB drills, not having any problem picking up. Sometimes they don't want to let go as quickly, but they still let go and they're not falling off. I have sometimes I have drills falling off. So, and then again on the multi-placer, like it helps when I pick them up better. There's a little gap in that one. See, I missed this wax. Anyway, I was saying I don't refill it except like every 15 minutes. You do get, I don't know, I've had a couple issues with it being super sticky, but for the most part, it's not, I don't get those issues like I was having with the blue wax or the pink wax or even blue tack, or is it museum putty that you can try. I had a lot of issues with that. It gooped out, it didn't hold right, whatever. I know that you have like from Ivy Lessing, you can get the forever pens. You can get, that's a bad drill. You can get patty wax. You can get dots like the micro dots. You can get I'm trying to think, there's so many waxes out there right now. I haven't tried all of them, but I've tried a lot of them. And basically when you get the hard wax, you're going to want to fill it whatever it is. I know patty wax is hard, mine is hard. The others, you're going to want to fill it by holding it and scraping it, or by carefully dipping it in or scraping it and then pushing. The reason for that is just that you want it good and packed. With the softer waxes or the glue dots or the putties, you can push that in without too much issue. So with Wacky Tacky, I found there is a learning curve. If you're a lighter presser, you're going to have better luck. Just like I said, it holds it nicely. But if you're a heavy press, you might be pushing it right down in, pushing it hard into it as you press it down. But once you get comfortable with it, you can pretty much turn them out pretty quick. I know that ABs, you don't usually see a lot of color blocking. It's a lot of one placing with the ABs. So anyway, I did all of this. I didn't refill my pens at all. There's 3 different types of drills. There's a standard, a crystal, and an AB. And I've still got quite a bit of life left in my wax. So if you have any questions about Wacky Tacky, please, please, please don't hesitate to notify me, send me questions, email me. I'll have all the links to the products and to my shop, so that if you want to learn more about the products that we have, I'll have those in the description box. But please don't hesitate to reach out to me. I love to answer questions and talk diamond painting with anybody. So yeah, there you have it. That's Wacky Tacky. The name comes from me. I'm a little bit crazy. I'm a little bit wacky. And so all the kids call me Auntie Crazy. And so because they couldn't say Tracy when they were little, they said Crazy. So I've just kind of adopted the Auntie Crazy, and everything I do is a little bit wacky or a little bit dynamite, with my initials being TNT. So there's a little bit about me and our Wacky Tacky. So please, if you have comments, let me know. Subscribe, like, share. Slowly but surely we'll build this channel and build our shop and our Facebook groups, and hopefully we'll have a good, fun group of diamond painting. So I'll talk to you all later, and happy painting. Thank you.